This program may contain language you might find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey Cambridge, this is Eric Peters of Testament.
The designers from Inflame.
Yeah. Michael MacGyver of Candiria.
Dave from Anal Nathrak.
And you're listening to
Get Heavy on Cambridge 105.
Así es, cabrones.
Good evening.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Blaze.
And I'm Millertron.
And we are Get Heavy. We are Get Heavy. We're here every Thursday, 11 till 12 o'clock, playing you some metal just after Renegade Rock.
And we're going to bring you some heavy metal tonight.
We're going to bring you a lot, actually. And we have a guest today with us from The King is Blind. So that's one thing. And later on, we're going to have a little interview with Earthship that both of us actually have seen playing live on separate days.
Yeah, we saw them consecutively, didn't we?
Yes, actually different, basically different words, because my word was pretty empty and yours was rather packed. Okay, but we usually trying to start something lighter, although the mic, Renegade Rock ended up with something weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so but people are gone now. But we try to bring them back. Yeah, he's laughing. We try to bring them back with some Gojira. Okay, so this is a Gojira and this is Disal. Alright, that was Gojira, and this is Get Heavy on Cambridge 105, online, on digital and on FM.
Yes, email us at metal@cambridge105.co.uk and we'll try and put your requests on.
Yes. Alright, so we have a guest tonight. Welcome, Lee. Thank you for coming. How are you?
I'm very well, actually. It's a little bit later than I would usually be up. I'd probably be asleep by about an hour ago.
I know.
On a normal Thursday night, but as it is, I'm feeling good. I mean, heavy metal disrupts your sleep. Everyone knows that. So.
I know. I admire everyone actually who's lisying to us, because it's 11 o'clock.
It's early.
No, it's not.
These
that
are
bad.
Heavy metal fans. That's early for them. Come on.
So you basically playing in a band called The King is Blind.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've been around for not long, probably about 2 or 3 years. We're based all over the place. I live in Cambridge, but the rest of the lads are spread between sort of Stowmarket and Colchester. And we've had a pretty amazing few years, actually. We've played some incredible festivals, the biggest metal festivals in the UK. So everything from Bloodstock and Hammerfest and Damnation. We played Download last year, which was just an amazing experience for us. It's been great, but we haven't played in Cambridge for a little while, which is something that we're going to be rectifying in about 3 or 4 days. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I caught you at Bloodstock this year. It was
Did you?
awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's the second time we've done it, and that's an amazing festival. And I haven't been there as a punter. I'd really, really like to go, because I think they get the bill spot on. I mean, if you've seen the bill for this year, it's just incredible. Yeah. I mean, that's incredible value for a metal fan.
I just love how they support the smaller bands.
They do.
And stuff. They've got the smaller.
Well, we played that festival 2.5 years ago before releasing anything. I think we were on the Sophie stage, which is just amazing. I mean, if it was an amazing opportunity for us, and we were lucky enough to be invited back a couple of years later. Same stage, Sophie stage, and this time I actually got the chance to walk around the festival and check out sort of some of the main stage bands, which I didn't get a chance to do the first time we played there. Got a chance to see sort of Valen Fire and Akakoka and the great UK bands that we have on our doorstep right now. So, yeah, great festival.
Pretty amazing. So you said as the Blind of the King, you exist for about 2-3 years.
I think it's about 3 years.
3 years, okay. But you're playing music your life.
Oh, a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like for me, it's quite interesting that to get to Download Festival after 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
that means something, I guess.
Yeah, we were lucky. We had by the time we played Download, we'd released our sort of debut album, which came out on Cacophonous Records, and that's obviously, if you if you don't know, that's kind of where Cradle of Filth started their career on that label, as well as other big bands like Dimmu Borgir, that sort of thing. So by the time Download became a possibility, we already had sort of an album out, and it got amazing press for us. We got great PR for us, which really helped sort of it helped us have the conversation with Download to say that, you know, not only are we willing to do it, but, you know, here's why. It's not just us that we obviously think we're an okay band, but, you know, here's the reviews and some of the press that we've got to back it up. So it made it a lot easier for us when it came round to trying to get onto that festival, which every band in their right mind would want to play. I mean, we just couldn't believe it even now, to be honest. So
your next gig is actually in a smaller venue, but it's actually one of the lovely venue. Actually,
no less important than Download is this Sunday the 7th of May, the Portland Arms, the best small venue in town as far as I'm concerned.
You are playing that Sunday. Who else is playing?
2 other bands are supporting us. Very, very special bands. Again, this is a unique gig. This sort of thing doesn't come to Cambridge too often. And the 2 other bands we've got playing with us are Shrines, which features Sam, who plays in Akakoka as well, and also Terror. Those guys are a very, very fierce permutation of black metal. Shrines are a little bit more alternative and a little more melodic compared to sort of Terror and ourselves, but it's The King is Blind, Terror and Shrines on this Sunday, 7th of May. And we're really looking forward to it. The Portland Arms is, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best.
But I know that there's always a reason why you're playing, because you actually try to collect money for...
Yeah,
cause.
Well, for us, we're time-poor people. We don't play locally a lot, and if we do, there has to be a very good reason behind it. And there is a very, very good reason behind playing the show on Sunday, which is because it's a benefit show for Jimmy's Night Shelter, which operates in the city of Cambridge and has done for 20 years. And as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the critical organisations that we've got here in Cambridge. Everyone's aware of it. It's been up for 20 years, but I think now and again we could all do with a bit of a reminder of the amazing work that they do. So yeah, we're looking to raise some funds for them, you know, but also raise awareness to everybody about what an amazing job that they do.
I think we will actually come back to this the subject of Jimmy's Night Shelter, but let's play one of your songs, okay? Let's do some music, okay? So you selected a couple of us, and I think the first one we could maybe go, it's Fragility Becomes Rough.
Fragility Becomes Rough. We did a video for this last year at one of our other favourite small venues, which is the Colchester Arts Centre, and that came out pretty good for us. So yeah, Fragility Becomes Wrath.
No need to
All right, so that's The King is Blind, and this is Get Heavy. I'm DJ Blaze.
And I'm Millertron.
And we have our guest.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Lee Appleton from The King is Blind here.
And all right, so you're playing this Sunday. So that's if you fancy, this is what you can actually hear on Sunday, together with other bands. Which one of it I remember? It's Terror.
Terror.
That's a great
Terra, not terror as in
with an A.
but more scary, scary, you know, much more scary than the normal.
But you're actually doing this for a good cause. You're trying to support Jimmy's Night Shelter. Now, you mentioned before that for the last 5, 6 months or 12 months, it's getting worse with with homeless.
I mean, my perception as a Cambridge resident is that the issue of homelessness appears to have got worse in the last 6 to 12 months. It's something that I feel that I've observed. I don't have any facts to back that up. Maybe Jimmy's will put me straight on that. But certainly in the last few months, I've felt that the things have got worse. And actually speaking to some of the guys who find themselves in this sort of position, it's I don't think it's anything anyone in their right mind could ignore. But you often. As you do, you stop and have a chat with people, and you come away thinking there's something not right about this. But what can you do? You can give them some cash and have a chat and be pleasant and be polite. But beyond that, that's why we wanted to. That's where the idea came from, to get in touch with Barry and all the team at Jimmy's, really, just to sort of say, look, I've got this idea about doing a show. Before I speak to anyone about it, that includes other bands, venue, promoters, anything like that, I wanted to get their sort of blessing on the idea, really. And they were really, really cool about it, and they could have said anything to me and I would have accepted it, but they were really, really cool. So we just pushed on with it. We didn't give ourselves too much of a lead time. We gave ourselves about 3 weeks between sort of sorting the date with the Portland Arms, which is the 7th of May, this Sunday, and they gave us no time to waste. There was no time to waste. We just got straight on it and got all the organising done. And it should be a pretty amazing night. It's a stunning lineup, as I say. This is something that doesn't come our way in town too often, and I think anyone who's interested in the heavier, darker end of heavy metal should just give up their Sunday night and get along, because it's going to be cool.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, organize your weekend for Sunday so you can pop into Portland Arms.
Absolutely.
And to see the band, to actually listen to a great music, and also actually support a good cause.
Portland Arms is an amazing venue, and it's one that I've been guilty of taking for granted over the years. Shows do come through there. People need to keep their eye much more firmly on that venue, because they've got great guys running it.
I always feel when I go to Portland Arms, I feel like this is a place where actually history is probably making, that we'll just find out later on, actually in 20 years.
Yeah, all those
we'll
bands
watch a documentary about stuff.
But to play it is amazing. It's a 200 cap venue, so it's a great size for a smaller band like ourselves. You don't get sort of lost in the size of the venue. It's perfect. They need to sort the parking out, though. Come on, Steve, sort it out, mate.
But there's another gig coming pretty soon, right?
Yeah, this band called CKY that have been around for years. Sort of stuff that I used to listen to when I was a kid, growing up, skateboarding and stuff like that.
We'll have a look what it is.
It's the band. Do you know Bam Margera from
No.
Jackass?
The Jackass, the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so it's his brother's band, and they did like the soundtrack for the films and stuff like that. So, this is CKY, and they're playing at the Junction on the 11th of May.
Wow. That's big.
CKY?
Oh.
96 Quite Bitter Beings. Alright, so they're playing in...
at the Junction on the 11th of May.
Alright.
Takes me right back to when, had my little skateboard out with the skull on the bottom of it. And
you were one of those?
Kick flips.
Oh my God. Alright, I have actually one song that I would like to squeeze in actually today. It's a short one, so it's going to be quick, but it's awesome. It's a Municipal? Municipal. What is it?
Municipal
Waste.
It doesn't make sense that way.
Doesn't. That's great. Okay, so they are actually announcing a new album, Slime and Punishment, and this is actually brings me to my kind of childhood because they do sound a little bit like the DIY. And pretty cool. Okay, so this is it.
It's like party thrash.
It's a thrash.
Yeah.
All right, I think we agree that we all like it.
Yeah,
It's
definitely awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
I just need to learn how to pronounce the name. It's a municipal. Municipal Waste. So this is Get Heavy. I'm DJ Blaze.
And I'm Millertron.
And we have a guest, Lee, from The King is Blind.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good evening.
And what are you playing this Sunday?
This Sunday, 7th of May, Portland Arms, Cambridge. The King is Blind, Shrines and Terror. Stunning lineup. No money at all for you people out there who've got all that change jingling around in your pocket. £8 on the door or £6, I think, off the Portland Arms ticket in. So no excuses. Come on now.
What about the music? You're working on the new stuff.
Yeah, we finished recording our second album a couple of months ago. We went back to our old friend Tom Donovan Studios over in Essex, where we did the first album, pretty much where we've done all our recordings. We like to keep it DIY with people we know, people that we trust. And the new record is an absolute beast. It's like an animal. It's like this hungry animal. So we're just figuring out how it's going to come out now. It's it's that sort of limbo period that all bands are in. Once you've recorded something and you're completely pumped by it, you really want to get it out, but you know it needs to be released the right way. So we're just kind of going through all the options and figuring out what's best for us. But I think we're totally excited by it. So
I was always curious because when I'm interviewing bands, they always have there's a long period before they release, and I'm asking the question like, okay, so you finish your recording, you go home, but do you feel like you're finished?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back and fix something?
The danger is, I think someone like The Edge from U2 said, like, you never finish, you just abandon. And I think that's true. That's totally true with recording, particularly for bands who don't have $10 million recording budgets. I think you inevitably will hit a point where you think, well, that's our budget, so that's our recording. And providing you're sort of relatively happy with what you've got sonically, and you're working with good people, which is the trick, then you won't have too many problems. But yeah, for us, we're trying not to listen to it too much and try not to over listen to it, because it might not be out for another sort of 5 months or something like that. So we don't want to be sick of it before it's come out.
Well, there's definitely that case where you can keep re-recording the same bits and the same bits until you get it so perfect that it doesn't matter.
Well, we went in with a different attitude on this one, a much more live attitude. And people will hear that when they check it out. It is raw and it's nasty. It's venomous. It's a bit more. I suppose it's old school if you want, in the fact that we haven't sat down for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and concentrated on perfection. That's just never really been our bag. We come from a much more sort of gnarlier period in time where those things didn't matter so much. It's just not our style,
Yeah. Well, it's a more old school, raw. It's definitely the way to do metal.
I think so. We're into the old Earache catalogue and the old Peaceville catalogue of the early '90s, and we try and emulate that really more than anything. So,
what can you tell us about the next song we're going to play, the Throne of Skulls?
It's an interesting song. This one, we recorded this one exclusively for Music for Nations. Music for Nations, as you know, is an amazing UK institution that released, some very, very big bands in the 90s, like Paradise Lost and all that sort of stuff. And they went a bit quiet for, I don't know, like years, maybe a decade. And they've just relaunched Music for Nations, the label, and their first sort of release was the latest instalment of the Speed Kills series. Like in the 80s and 90s, they had Speed Kills 1, 2, 3, and Speed Kills 1 featured sort of Metallica and Megadeth and all those sort of bands, and now we're up to I think we're on Speed Kills 7. So they asked us for an exclusive, which you don't need to be asked twice about that from Music for Nations. You just go in and do it. And that's what this song is. It's one that we recorded exclusively for Music for Nations. It's done pretty good for us. So,
Throne of Skulls.
Throne of Skulls.
That was the King's Band, and you're listening to Get Heavy. I'm DJ Blaze.
And I'm Millertron.
And we have a guest, Lee, from The King is Blind.
Evening, everyone. 30 minutes to go. Come on now. Wake up.
We're getting there. All right, so this is actually something new. We tried that a couple of weeks ago. We still don't have a proper name because we're coming up with some silly things, but
the bag of joy or the bag of
death,
bag of doom,
the bag of doom. So basically, we have an orange, an orange bag, full of good stuff, good CDs. All right. So we thought that we're gonna
we need to get your the compilation CDs that you were talking about. Get some of them in there.
Oh, right. Okay. We need a copy of. I think they actually only did Speed Kills 7. Music for Nations only put it out in vinyl and digital. What do you think about that? Maybe we can get...
Yeah.
That's gonna,
okay.
I don't know if the vinyl would fit, no.
It's a dead giveaway. You go straight to
You
it.
need to get a bag for life one for that.
So the idea of the bag is basically that our guests will, the destiny will...
The gods of metal steer my hand
will
towards
steer
the right
hands.
thing.
Exactly.
Dio will steer your hands.
Yeah.
And then we will roll the electronic dice on our browser without the sound effect, and we'll select the track. Okay, so Lee, if you could go and pick one.
I really hope this is good. I want to get a good one here. Hold on. There we go. Christ, there's a lot in here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here we are.
All right, what's the cover?
Am I allowed to mention the publication from which this derives? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are this is one of the cover CDs from Metal Hammer. So bear with me 2 seconds. Let's have a look here and see if there's anything cool on here.
Isn't good.
Oh, cool or not? We go with
it.
it.
A scary one?
How many tunes are there?
There are 15 songs on this. This comes
15
from
songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell you what. It's got to be a band called Necrogoblikon. Wow.
Necrogoblikon.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Is this good? Is this any good?
You haven't? Oh, it's awesome. It's quite quick. I mean, there's
Necrogoblikon have got a song called Bells and Whistles. I think you're going to struggle to find a better song ever than that.
Is there anything else that catches your eye on there?
I like
anything that we shouldn't play.
There's some ones with naughty words on.
Oh,
which
okay.
We're not going to say, obviously. Oh man, there's some good names. I like Born of Osiris. I think that's a cool name for a band. Divergency. There's no one I've kind of heard of, but that doesn't mean anything, you know.
No, it could be a good thing. We'll find out.
Yeah.
You need to try the Necrogoblikon. It's pretty good. But I think some time ago we did play like a Necrostone and or something.
Oh, did you? I just love that name. There's loads of K's in there as well. Like Necro's got a N-E-K-R-O. I mean, it's amazing.
It's good. You're gonna like the video. It's pretty awesome. It's quite fun as well. But okay, let's roll the dice and we'll see where the destiny falls.
Yes.
Okay, there's a sound effect. It's gonna be.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, well, we didn't. No,
it wasn't a sound effect.
There's no sound effect, and basically it's a track number 2.
Track number 2. Okay, so no, I mean I'm nearly in tears, but it's not Necrogoblikon. I'm struggling to get the words out. I'm so choked. But it's Black Dogs with a song called Hellhole, and I hope it sounds like the Spinal Tap song called Hellhole.
Okay, let's
That's all
see.
I can say about it.
The cover is awesome. Okay, so let's try it.
It says metal in big words on it, so it can't be bad.
Nah.
Black Dogs.
Yeah, number 2.
Okay, we go with it. Okay, and we're gonna Google it. Actually, we're gonna find out what is that band. So we will actually know something about them maybe by the end of this track. Really, no idea how this starts. It might be loud, maybe not.
Wait for the long intro.
I think it's on.
Is it?
Yes. It is. Here we go.
Of this hellhole.
Chit-chat, and we are back. So that was Black Dogs from our bag of filth. And we did try to find some stuff about them, and I did struggle. What do we have?
I found them on Facebook, but it seems like they haven't posted anything since 2014, so I don't know whether they're still around. But it says that they're playing Camden Rocks Festival. Not sure about that.
Well, they're actually on a pretty good CD, and it was good, so it wasn't that bad.
Loved it.
We did all right there, didn't we?
We did all right. I think most of those
cool.
things, and less known, it was better, to be honest. So we actually can. The Black Dogs are pretty good. Anyway, so we still have 6 minutes, but there's not much left, so we probably will finish with one more song, and I would go with the first one on the list here.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, excellent.
Not Dying Fetus then. No.
What?
Not Dying Fetus then. No, we'll do your choice, it's fine.
You sure?
They're both brutal, it's all good.
Okay, they're brutal. Okay, so a Polish extreme metal is Decapitated. They're gonna They're gonna reveal the new album Anti-Cult in July 7th, and definitely will try to chat with them because they're pretty good. And I heard the song is pretty nice. I did like it. Decapitated?
Absolutely, every time.
Every time.
We played with them last year. They are absolutely awesome.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so that was Get Heavy. Okay. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you, Lee, for coming. And
very welcome.
See you on Sunday.
Sunday, 7th of May, Portland Arms, Cambridge, the King's Blind, Terror and Shrines.
Come down, support a good cause.
Absolutely, everybody.
All right, good night.
Night.
on digital and on FM. This is Cambridge 105 Radio.